You are finally starting to feel steady. The fog is lifting, your schedule belongs to you again, and the habit of checking your phone has almost faded. Then it lights up. A sentimental message about a street you used to walk, or a perfectly timed apology for everything that went wrong. Cognitive dissonance sets in immediately. There is a powerful instinct to categorize this sudden kindness as a breakthrough, a sign that they have finally understood your worth, or that their coldness has finally thawed into genuine remorse. Look at the sequence through a clinical lens instead of a romantic one. Consider the possibility that this warmth is a mechanical response to your departure, triggered exclusively by the fact that you stopped reaching for them. You were not imagining the timing. The kindness only appears once your silence trips a wire in the house. The good version of this person exists only on the far side of the door you are currently trying to walk through. To find the logic behind this, we have to look at behavioral science. In 1957, B.F. Skinner mapped out schedules of reinforcement, studying how the timing of a reward dictates how long a subject will keep performing a task. This is a variable ratio schedule. When a reward arrives every single time you do something, the habit is easy to break when the rewards stop. But when payouts arrive unpredictably, on no pattern you can name, the behavior becomes nearly impossible to extinguish. This is the exact math of a slot machine. If a partner were cold to you every single time, you would eventually leave, because consistency is escapable. It is the occasional, out-of-nowhere hit of warmth that keeps your hand hovering over the lever long after your mind has told you to walk away. Your brain is biologically wired to chase this maybe. Research shows the dopamine system fires at its peak when a reward is uncertain. That unresolved possibility floods the circuit, locking your attention on the person providing it. Inconsistency turns affection into a gambling mechanic. By providing warmth on an unpredictable schedule, they are riding a reward system that evolved long before language, one that treats their attention like a payout that happens just often enough to keep you hooked. The system changes when you finally go quiet. You stop reacting, you stop reaching, and you stop providing the old responses that the machine expects. Behavioral science calls this an extinction burst. When a behavior that used to work suddenly fails, it doesn't fade away, it flares. If a vending machine swallows your money, you don't walk away, you hit it. The organism escalates frantically before it surrenders. This sudden surge of nostalgia and apology is the last desperate spike of a dying pattern. Tragically, this is the exact moment many people mistake for a genuine transformation, when it is actually just the sound of a fading machine being struck one more time. This hoovering often targets a specific window, roughly 6 to 12 months after you leave. By then, the acute pain has softened, and your brain has naturally regulated the memories of harm. Because those older, gold memories of the early relationship remain vivid, a skilled manipulator reaches out precisely when your guard is lower. Watch how these gestures carry a quiet invoice. A sudden favor or an unasked-for gift triggers the reflex of reciprocity, the feeling that you now owe them a response. Manipulators rely on this unearned sense of debt to bypass your reasoning and reopen the channel. The surgical timing of these reaches suggests they are tactical rather than spontaneous. They arrive when your defenses are at their lowest, designed to collect contact rather than to give love. You were never too sensitive or unstable for seeing these patterns. You were actually tracking the mechanics of the relationship more accurately than you realized. You simply lacked the clinical name for what you were seeing. This warmth serves as a readout of your movement. It acts as a control signal that only fires when the manipulator loses access to you. It is a measurement of their leverage, not their heart. Your best defense is to stop grading the emotion and start clocking the timing. If you plot their affection against your own distance, a shape appears. Kindness spikes align perfectly with the moments you held a boundary. Real repair looks different, a steady, reliable baseline when no one is leaving, requiring no trigger. The mechanics of the Skinner box are unforgiving. Every response you provide, even a firm no, resets the schedule. It confirms to the pattern that the lever still pays out in contact, ensuring the reaches will continue. Recovery happens in the gap between feeling the pull and obeying it. By leaving the message unanswered long enough for your nervous system to learn that the door is closed, you untrain the chemical addiction to the maybe. You stop being a subject to be switched on and off, and you become the one who decides if the door ever opens again.